Good evening, everybody. Here comes OneShot. We're going to talk about what is exactly OneShot, what we do. We are an AI-powered autonomous prospecting platform. You can actually prospect your clients, potential clients, either the inbound leads that you get as a marketer. You do a lot of marketing activities. You can actually prospect them, or you can also find the leads from our platform and autonomously prospect them. All right, so quick intro about myself. As Jackson introduced myself, Peda, you can call me Venki as well. So I'm the founder, technical founder of OneShot. I talk about, write and talk about generative AI, B2B sales, leadership. You can check out on me on LinkedIn. And we actually use AI and automation to the death in our platform. Prior to OneShot, I actually spent more than a decade in Salesforce. My main expertise is basically building products from the scratch to go live. I filed a bunch of patents in the CRM space. All right, that's my quick intro about myself. So generative AI, I'm sure everybody knows about it. And just to recap, it's just a simple AI. You can use it to generate code, text, audio, video, name it, images, right? So we actually use generative AI extensively in our platform to help the marketers and salespeople from the B2B automations. So you take any company, whether it's a founder, a CRO, marketers. Basically, you wanted to sell your products and services to your potential clients. And the funnel goes through like this. Are you going to bring your awareness about your products and services to your potential buyers? That's called basically the lead gen. And then you go into that once you bring awareness to your potential customers, you basically, once the potential buyers show interest, that's when it goes into lead nurture. Finally, if they shows more interest and book a demo, your salespeople come and then try to close. They check the demo, discovery, qualification, finally close it. So you take any company in the world, literally like this goes through this is journey. And today we're going to talk about on the very top of the section, which is the lead gen, bringing the awareness about your products and services to your potential customers. So if you zoom in the lead gen, so as marketers, you kind of familiar with this, what is this whole inbound and outbound. So let me give you a quick overview. You basically bringing your potential clients to your website by doing series of activities. That's pretty much inbound, right? You must have done content writing, maybe you read in the blogs, maybe you read in the advertisements. People saw about your brand, they come to your website. It's all about the inbound. And the outbound is basically you hire a bunch of salespeople. Hey, look, go in the wild, find any potential clients which are basically relevant for my services, try to sell to them. It's as simple as that. So it's not mutually exclusive. If you actually do it right, both inbound and outbound, you can actually really tap the market. So when you do inbound, so which is what basically the whole marketers try to do, right? So people come to your website. The people come to your website, you don't know, everybody that comes to your website might not be your customer, right? Like for example, now you must be checking out OneShot and hey, what is this? It doesn't mean that everybody checking my website are my potential customers, right? So maybe I'm actually hiring something, somebody looked into my website, doesn't mean they're my customer. How do you make sure your products and services, whoever is coming to your website are the potential customers? So you could use the visitor identification tools like Clearbait. I just put a sample screenshot, which is very helpful. I'm trying to paint the picture before we actually jump into the demo. So imagine you got visitors coming to your website, and imagine these are the people, these are the companies, basically the people from these companies visited your website, basically, right? All you have to do is just basically inject JavaScript plugin on your corporate website, and then the tools like this can give you, okay, where these visitors belong to that, right? So it's a solved puzzle. It's not a rocket science. There's a lot of tools out there. So the main thing here is how I'm going to get maximum out of the visitor that are coming to my website, right? So how about, can you autonomously prospect them to pitch about your products and services? That's where OneShot will come and bring the power. All right. So how does OneShot does? So our OneShot basically is an entire AI prospecting platform. So think like it has three core aspects. One is the AI ICP TAM. So what it means is that ideal customer profile. If you are a B2B SaaS company, you pretty much know ICP is not really a sales term, marketing term. It's actually your company thing, right? Whether you're building a product, for whom I'm building the product, are you validating against your ICP, ideal customer profile? Oh, I'm doing a lot of go-to-market activities. Is it really resonating to my ICP? So OneShot actually helps you to figure it out. Whoever comes to your website, okay, what is the right ICP, ideal customer profile? What exactly it means that, hey, look, I'm actually selling my product and services to all tech companies in the United States of America, right? And who raised, let's say, Series B, Series C. So you can actually go drill down on account level, company level. You can also drill down, hey, any person who is VP of engineering, any person who is VP of marketer of this size, of this department, you can actually go drill down, and that is what dictates your ICP. So in a simple word, think like you are building a car. For whom you are building a car? Are you building a car for a racer? Or are you building a car for a regular man who actually use it for commute, right? So that is what it determines what is ICP. So OneShot helps you to figure it out, the right ICP for your potential products and your potential customers. And then we also, once you know, hey, look, this is my potential buyer, I wanted to send a compelling message that actually resonates to this buyer so that I can actually sell. So we provide fully AI messaging, research, personalization, and last but not least, the odds of that you actually contact these people, the messaging doesn't resonate in one go. Are you really learning out of the campaigns? And are you reinforcing, basically, am I refining my ICP, am I refining my messaging, right? So going back, with OneShot now, you wouldn't have to prospect you don't have to spam all the people, right? So if you see in the market, there's so many people out there, and you might be thinking, I know my TAM, my total addressable market, I know my ICP. You actually literally contact them through marketing activities, through sales activities, but the reality is that they don't even know that they have a problem exist for their thing, right? And out of them, so then the next thing is there might be some people, 16% of the people who actually know that they have a problem, but they have no clue about what solution really useful for my problem, right? There's exactly like around 4% of people who knows they have a pain, who knows what are the solution that I could use. And if you actually tap this 4% of the people, that's when you can mint money. Whether you do sales activity, whether you do marketing activity, you got to exactly tap this 4% of people. And that's where OneShot can help you. So this is the last slide before we jump into the demo. So in general, OneShot help you to kind of give you ICP, and then OneShot also help you to kind of research about these prospects from various data sources. And then OneShot help you to kind of personalize for each of these things, each of these people. And then last but not least, it also automate end-to-end through your buyers, all the digital channels, whether it's email, LinkedIn, cold calling. We actually do automation to contact all your potential prospects. All right, cool. Right, let's jump into the demo. So just to paint the picture, as you can see in this slide, this is the potential visitors that came to my website. So I kind of downloaded sample visitors that came to my website, right? So this is the thing. You can see, let me zoom in a little bit. So the people from these companies, imagine you use any of those Clearbit tools or whatever this thing in your website as a plugin, you can see, okay, the people coming from these companies. How do I know all these companies really match to my ICP? Like I told you, anybody that comes to your website is not your customer. The people come here for a variety of reasons. You got to find who are the right guys. So our customers actually have a marketing ops operation that they basically what they do. Every time they visit, they come to their website. So we expose a webhook for our customers. They can send their visitor information, and we autonomously prospect. For the sake of demo, I'm actually showing a manual step, but it's a fully autonomous platform. So let's go here. We have access to, let me clear all the filters. We have access to 250 million people. We have access to 250 million people in the world. This is basically the B2B data that we have access to. And out of this, they belongs to a bunch of companies. Let's say here, you can see there are about, let's say, 68,000 million companies, right? So let's come back. What we can do, I'm going to upload the list of visitors that came to my website. So I created a list called website visitors. So the one that I showed you over here, basically I put like around 98 companies that visited the website. So these are the 98 companies that visited me, right? Now you can see a little bit enriched data about what are the keywords, like what's their LinkedIn thing, what is the location, all those things. So like I said, out of these 98 websites, 98 these companies, which of them are really my ideal customers? That is what it matters, right? So our customers can actually define the ideal customer profile in our platform. So we have a variety of filters available to define ideal customer profile. So like, for example, we have account level filters. Like you can say, hey, look, anybody, tech company, computer software, IT companies are potential my clients. Okay, cool. Within those industries, now let's say you take a big company like Salesforce, Microsoft, Google, right? Am I really selling my product to them? No, probably not. Now you can also further fine tune with the company size. So you could just choose that, okay, look, my potential customers are anybody having a company size from 50 to 1,000 employees. So you could define all these filters in our platform. So now let's apply both together. So this is my ideal. If there is anybody from falls into this, I would like to talk to you during the networking event. So come back to, now let me apply the list. So let me apply the list. Here it goes to website visitor, right? So what happened is earlier we saw the website visitors, there are 98 companies. Now the moment I did both ICP plus the website visitor, it boiled down to 14 companies, right? So now there are like 14 companies that I wanted to prospect. So out of these 14 companies, now who are the right person in those companies? So I can go to the people. So I could apply, for example, now let me go back to the same list, website visitors. All right, cool. So these are the 14 companies. So these are 98 companies plus my ICP filters. Now within those, I have around 5,000, like around 6,000 people. So out of those 6,000 people, let me find my potential clients. So typically we target sales or marketing people. So I could just choose like, let's say the sales. So within the sales, you have different kind of departments, sub-departments. I really wanted to go after RevOps people. And then I can say, the moment I say out of those 14 companies, there are like 27 RevOps people, right? So within those 27, so now I can autonomously prospect those 27 people, right? So, but once you find this one, so this is what our clients, once they send their website visitor information, we automatically find the people and we put them, research them, personalize it. Cool. So now once you kind of align on these people, you just need to add leads to your current campaign. So I have already done a couple of, so let's say I imported around 700 people for my prospecting needs. So you can see around 730 people and belongs to 575 accounts. I could actually do a deeper research about all these accounts. Okay, cool. What industry they belong to? What is the company size? Have they raised any funds in between last 12 months? Are they really hiring in last 90 days, right? These are really, really important kind of colleges signals. If somebody raised funds, probably they're going to spend to scale and growth. And that's the right time you can actually tap in those kind of businesses. And if somebody is hiring a certain department, it means that they're actually actively investing in the department. And if you are trying to sell something for marketers, it could be a good signal for you to kind of tap those people. Now coming back to the same thing, you can also do people research. So on the people side, you can do complete a seniority level thing. Okay, how many are VP level? How many are manager level? How many are director level? So when you are selling something for B2B thing, so you can actually, the decision makers will come into picture. As you just contact a regular manager, probably they might not have enough budget. They can actually approve, well, like basically purchase your solution. You might have to go to the decision makers, which are basically usually VP and above level. So you can go that part, and as well as you can go further research. And let me do a LinkedIn thesis about these people. So let's say I did LinkedIn thesis for 42 people. How many of them? Okay, there are like some people, like a person who actually more than 10,000 followers, right? A person has like 2,000 to 5,000 followers. This is really helpful to tap. If somebody is socially active, you can see, hey, they're making a lot of posts. You can make any meat of the content that they're actually posting and use that as a kind of a reference hook when you are trying to reach them through code, right? So you can do all this nice research about all the people. Cool. Like now we start seeing the power from the visitor. Bunch of visitors coming from different companies. Now we drill down into ICP. Now we find the people. Now within the people, we're getting into more nitty-gritty details. Now last but not least, we're going to send a compelling message for these people. So we have AI prompts. What it does is, so let me show you, let's say, a simple thing like research summary. What it does is, I just wanted to go back. So let's say all the CRO people. So I have written a simple prompt about, okay, cool. Read about Aaron and their company and give me top 5 bullet points about Aaron and their company. So I could use these research data points however I wanted, right? So basically, you need to do research about them. So we actually support LinkedIn research as well as their company website data. We scrape it. And then you can see the raw data. How can you really deduce something out of it? That is where, thanks to LLMs, generative AI, you can do hundreds of things with the LLM capabilities. So now I wrote the simple prompt, and then I kind of summarized into this is the bullet points about Aaron, this is about the company, right? So now that I have kind of researched, I can use this information to generate a cold email. Now let me go back to, I've written another prompt. The prompt here is basically, prompt here is email one using prospect research. You can see this one. Email one using prospect research. All right, cool. So we are telling the LLM, hey, you are the best copywriter. Read about Aaron and their company and use the following research summary. Remember, we have done a prompt. So this is where the chain of prompts you can come into picture, where the bullet points, the research summary that you have done about Aaron comes over here. Now you are just giving a bunch of information. Hey, look, this is what I sell. This is what the people that I'm basically prospecting. These are the pain points that I'm addressing. And these are the value proposition that I'm addressing. Can you use all this information to write a nice, compelling cold email? Look at this one. When you use Generate, by the way, we bring all the LLMs to our customers. So in the market, you see LLM is now commodity, right? Like there's a lot of big companies now basically providing LLMs. How can you be on top of every new LLM that comes in the market? And I've seen literally marketers, salespeople, revenue leaders, they get into the FOMO, oh, am I really missing something not using this LLM? So we consumerize that, and you don't need to worry about just because you are writing a prompt for GPT-4, it might not work the same way if you are writing for Llama. Think like the same thing. If I talk to a human, right? The way you talk, the way you respond, it might be different from each human. These LLMs are the same thing, right? So basically, you can use all this information, write the cold email. Now the chain keep on continues. You could also use that to generate a follow-up email. So look at this one. Hey, cool. Read the following cold email. Now can you write the follow-up email? So you can basically go deep on. And once you write the prompts, the fun starts from really sending the messages. So basically, we have created a complete AI sequence. So you can see that the first email that we are sending with the AI cold email, this is completely generated by AI, right? Now, another thing, basically, the follow-up email, this is completely generated by the AI. So what we typically encourage our customers is, hey, look, your buyers might present in multiple digital channels. It could be email, LinkedIn, cold call, WhatsApp, whatever it is. Are you really tapping the right buyers at the right channel at the right time? It all matters. So we actually do intelligence about, hey, look, this person, Venki, is super active on LinkedIn. Why didn't you tap in LinkedIn, right? Like this person is never active on LinkedIn. Why are you even trying to reach him over there? Why don't you generate in a cold email? So you could have multi-channel automation plus the content for each of those channels fully generated by AI. So once you go live, you will see the dashboard like this. For example, okay, look, now I contacted 190 people. I sent 276 emails, out of them like 284 automated. So you can get the really nitty-gritty details about the email performance, the LinkedIn, and then phone calls. And then last but not least, you can get into, so by the way, so we also offer the landing pages for each prospect, a unique landing page for the prospect. So if I'm the founder, if I'm prospecting the Aaron, this whole landing page is generated for that unique prospect, and the content for this is fully AI generated. And you can bring the whole AI generated images and the videos, you name it. And the last but not least, it ends with the demo. So our customers now get into these warm leads. Hey, look, these are the 10 people for which they came to your website, they fall into your ICP, they have contacted multi-channel, they actually open your email, cold email like 10 times, 4 times, whatnot. It's the best time you actually deploy your human capital to actually try to sell through calls, right? So they can come. So by the time you contact, let's say Christopher, right? They already know who I am. They came to my website. They already saw my content. And then we want to bring our salespeople, marketing people, what they are so good at, which is selling, talk to the people, build the relation, leave all the mundane work to OneShot. If you are prospecting, you only need OneShot. That's it. We offer a webhook, like your marketing ops team can actually integrate into a OneShot platform. All they have to do is that your website, whatever the plugin that you use, you can connect to OneShot platform. All those visitors and the company's information come to our platform automatically. And in our platform, you define your ICP filters. And as long as it matches the website, the company matches to ICP, we will autonomously prospect, find the relevant people, the job titles that you gave to us and the department, and then we do complete full outreach. We mostly use if you see the outreach, we got our buyers in multiple channels, email, LinkedIn, landing pages, cold call. There's a lot of content needs to go out there. And that is where LLMs come very handy for us. So on top of it, we do a lot of prospect research about the company, about the person from various data sources. And if you have to summarize, if you have to do research and basically synthesize everything, what is relevant for the prospect and what is relevant for your pitch, it's a huge computational data game. So that's when the LLMs came very handy for us. And we mostly use it for summarization, classification purposes, and also depends on whoever is the LLM we use, also use it for research purpose. There's two sources of LLMs, right? The closed source and open source. And the closed source, pretty much, they either give you an API like GPT-4, and there's a Cloud 2, and there is other services who can actually provide those APIs, and we integrate into our stuff. Plus the guys who are actually providing closed source, so open source, we use MLOps tools to kind of deploy into our stuff and then bring the whole capability of all the LLMs in our product. And in terms of how our marketers, our customers use all these different LLMs, we actually have a prescription about, hey, look, for example, you're going to this prospect, and we do a lot of, if you see the whole, you can use LLMs in either zero-shot way, few-shot way, fine-tune way, and we provide a lot of context, and then depends on the context that we have, depends on the parameters that is trained. I made a big post on LinkedIn, what does it mean, like what LLM to use for which use case, what parameters to consider. Go check it out on my LinkedIn, and feel free to connect with me. And I'm hiring a bunch of developers, product managers, UX people. If you have anybody, just if you can send on my way, I appreciate your time. We offer fully AI autonomous. We also offer semi. It's basically your risk appetite, right? Let's say if I give $1,000 and then can I use an AI platform to trade on behalf of me? Probably not. What's your risk tolerance? And we ask our customers. Sometimes some customers who are very semi mode where you just say, approve like a boss. Hey, look, OneShot did this thing. You like it, I don't like it. You don't like it, why? Give us, and model basically retrain by itself. So it's really varies from customer to customer. So we're growing right now. We have around 4 engineers. We are growing. By the way, we did seed round around 8 months back. Now we're in the process of raising Series A. Business is growing. And in terms of the pricing, I would like to speak with you. What are your options here? So please stay on for the networking. So we are starting from $2,000 per month to all the way to $5,000 per month. We have a variety of packages. All B2C is all through advertisement. There's nobody deploy the B2B sales reps for that kind of consumer thing. So usually our customers whose revenue or deal size around $20,000, $30,000, $100,000, it's more apt for those kind of companies. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole purpose. Like somebody from that company visited you, is probably, it could be an engineer, maybe you might be selling for marketer, it could be a guy. So the hope is that, okay, there is some intent from that company. Why don't you target the right persona in those companies. And there's a lot of retargeting happens, advertisements. This so our yeah, sorry, I'm already had it.